Alright, kid, get in here. Have a seat. You know how we do. The Don wants to talk to you. First things first. You doing okay? Of course you are. You're above ground. You're still breathing. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you survived all those Black Friday sales. You're not out there getting yourself trampled over a cheap toaster oven or whatever. Best of all, the Don's about to bless you with another video. That's right. Ain't I great? Ain't the Don always great? So, let's get to it. The object you see in my hand is a Nintendo Switch 2. It is the most recent system from Nintendo. So I wasn't sure if I was going to get one soon. I knew I wasn't going to get one when it launched. But I figured, like, now that I got some extra money and it's Black Friday, so now will be a great time as any to cop one. So as you can see, I got the double pack with the Super Mario World. That wasn't all I got. I picked up Donkey Kong Bonanza. Like, this is one of the main reasons I decided to grab one. I also picked up Super Mario Odyssey. I know it came out on the last Switch, but it was half off. And I heard it's another one of those games I heard good things about it, but never really got around to playing it. So I decided now is as good time as any to grab it. Also, some protective screen covers for it. Of course, almost a necessity when we got these expensive consoles, you know. I have a carrying case. That too. I mean, another one of those things I need because I do traveling every once in a while. And I got this little two wireless controller 2-pack. They were selling them at Best Buy for like $40. It was a bargain. I knew I was going to need one anyway. So now that we got this, we're going to open up. We're going to see what's inside the box real quick. By the way, if you're new to the channel, I like to do indie games. I like to focus on retro games, and of course, tech unboxings like the one you're about to watch. So if that sounds good to you, or at the very least you want something besides Fortnite and Call of Duty clips, all you gotta do is join the Mafia. Hit that big red subscribe button, and I'll make you a made man. If you want to do me one better, then make sure you hit that bell icon so your notifications are turned on. I'm opening up the floodgates this month, so you're not gonna want to miss any of this dope, real trio gaming spiel that I got coming for you. But for now, let's open this bad boy up. So here's the box itself. Here's what you're gonna get. Alright, here we go on the, got this thing on the table, so. Alright, so we got this thing on the table, so. Here we go. It's got the little tape down here. Here's neat. You can just lift this thing up. I like when these things are easy open. Pull that open. Flip this around. And here it is. You got the two Joy-Cons. Now the box too is a little bit heavier. Well, it's been a while since I held the box for the original Switch, much less the OLED, so I don't really know. But here's the screen itself, obviously. It's all red looking plastic. And here's your Joy-Cons. Let's see what else is inside. So there's a stick little thing here. Oh, wow. We'll adjust this a little bit. Here we go. So you got the instruction book. You've got the HDMI cable. And you got like the little lanyards for the, well, I don't know if you call them lanyards, but I guess they're the like holders for Joy-Cons. What else do we got? We have the Joy-Con controller holder, so if you got the old Switch, no doubt this is going to look familiar to you. Alright, I had to switch my mic over real quick. I don't know if it was picking up a lot, but I just noticed that. So if you notice any change in audio while watching this, then that's what it was. We've got I assume this is the link cable for it. It's like a double-sided USB-C thing. Let me open it up. So there it is. And you've got, this is the wall mount, obviously. So you plug it in there. So kudos to Nintendo for including a wall mount along with a separate USB-C. And finally, there's this bad boy, which is the dock. Here's a dock. Now, this one's rounded instead of square. So of course you got this back, you got this back panel that you can remove. It might be a little bit hard to see. Let me just the lighting real quick. So yeah, you can see right there you got the HDMI, you've got the AC adapter, you got the LAN cable, just like with the old Switch. And of course, here's where you plug it in at if you haven't figured it out yet. So that's what you get in the box when you buy the Nintendo Switch 2. So real quick, I'm going to grab my Switch OLED and I'm going to make some comparisons real quick. I'll be right back. Alright y'all, so I'm back. I decided to get my Switch OLED. Do a little comparison. So these things around the Joy-Cons, they're just like Joy-Con protectors I picked up a few years ago. So first thing I'm going to actually do is just like put these two things on. So as you can see, it slaps into place. And we're going to do the same thing with the blue one. Again, it slaps into place. I kind of like that. So you're looking at both the Switch OLED and the Switch 2. Obviously, the Switch 2 is taller, but it feels a bit thinner. The Switch OLED is slightly thicker than the Switch 2. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know the lighting sucks here, but let me try to move this thing over. Note to self: buy some more flashlights and shit. But here's the Switch 2 and here is the Switch 1. Like there's a little, you can see a slight size difference, but I'm holding them together and the Switch 2 feels slightly thicker. So here's the Switch 2. The Switch 2 feels like slightly thinner, but it's taller too. So here is the button layout. There's a C button, which is used for I think communication. I know they sell the microphone separately, but I really don't do a lot of online chatting, so there's that. And here's the 4 action buttons. So now you gotta set it. So here's what you get. Here's what it is on the top: the power button, the volume buttons, where you plug the thing in at, and I assume this is where you would put the game cartridge at. And here on the bottom, there's another I think that's another AC port. I'm trying to figure out oh yeah, here's this thing too. Here's the stand. I kind of like how the stand's designed this time. So let me adjust the front seat here. So here it is on the stand. I think you even changed the angle for the stand too. Like that. But you got this, so here it is. Now, again, for a comparison, here's my Switch OLED. Let's see. Pull this out. Oh yeah, you can angle it on the OLED too. So there we go, just like that. You know, my room's a bit of a mess, but you know, a lot goes on here. And now, this is where I assume you put in the memory card. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but it's that little notch right there. So just plug it in there. Now I think about it, I think this stand looks a little bit more elegant. At the same time, though, it looks like I could break it if I use it the wrong way, but. Just make sure you just push it back in and you'll be good. I just now noticed this about the back bumper buttons, which will be the L2 and the R2. Oh no, wait, those are the L3 and R3. So those are extra buttons. But yeah, I think the old Switch had them too. Or were they just there to like... Yeah, they were just there to like remove the Joy-Cons. Oh no, so that's what those do too. Sorry guys. So those are like how you would remove the Joy-Cons. So I think I'm going to turn it on just to see how the startup looks. Let's hit that real quick. There's the Nintendo logo. Taking a few seconds. Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know if you can hear it, but like there's some slight music. Like Nintendo startup music. Except next. Let's connect to the internet. So you know what? I'm gonna set this up and I'll get back to you. And I won't play any games on it just yet. I'll set it up, get back to you guys because I do have a few thoughts on this thing. So I'll be right back, folks. Alright, so I just set everything up. I downloaded all the updates, transferred what I could from my old Switch. I'm probably still gonna hold on to it just because like there are games on the old Switch that you can't play on Switch 2. But I just have some preliminary thoughts. So one thing that's just at the bottom of my mind when I was like, ever since like the Switch 2 was announced, right? So it felt like something's missing when it comes to like the system names, right? Because if you like me, you grew up with Nintendo, right? You went from NES to Super NES, and Super NES to Nintendo 64, then GameCube, then Wii, and then Wii U. Even like from Wii to Wii U, it was something unique and different, not just PlayStation 4 and 5 or whatnot. This is just like Switch to Switch 2. Like usually Nintendo would call it something like imaginative. Something a little bit more unique and imaginative. Like maybe a decade ago they would have called it like, I don't know, Switch, Super Switch or Switch 100 or some shit like that. But I kind of think like that kind of thing is missing when it comes to like Nintendo consoles. Like just the name convention. I know it might not seem like a big deal to a lot of you, but if you grew up with Nintendo, you might get what I'm talking about. Also, another thing I don't like is that you got to use a micro SDHC Extreme card to like save data. Now you could use you could use your old micro SD card, but that's only when you're transferring over screenshots and video to the memory and stuff. So yeah, plus well, you get more internal storage, like 256 gigs, and like part of that's going to be used by system data, but still guys like me, like I tend to download like lots and lots of games. Like what you see, like I haven't really downloaded any games yet. What you're seeing on my Switch 2 is like stuff from my old Switch. So it's just like the games I played last on there. So like when I went to download, so with the whole Mario Kart World, if you get that bundle, you're not gonna get like a game card in the box. It's gonna be like part of the software. So you'll log onto your Nintendo account and just download it from there. I'm also downloading that GameCube thing because I got the Nintendo online expansion pass. Because I want to play like the F-Zero and those GameCube games they're going to be bringing here. I think like Soul Calibur 2 is on there right now, so definitely check that out. And also I'm going to try to download Vampire Survivors. As far as like power specs, like I read that this is on par with a PlayStation 4 Pro rather than a PlayStation 5, so I guess it's pretty close to that. Because I think with like the Wii and the Wii U, like there's like a like as far as like Nintendo graphical quality stuff, like it seems to be like one generation behind. So like when the Wii came out, that was on par with the original Xbox. The Wii U, I think that was close to around the Xbox 360. And with the Nintendo Switch, I think that was around like Xbox One powered stuff. I'm not 100% sure. But I think this is getting closer to like what current gen stuff is capable of, especially when you got stuff like Cyberpunk and Elden Ring. As far as those games, I don't think that people are buying this thing just to play those. Because chances are they already got another console which is more suited to playing them. but it's good to see that kind of third-party support still going on for the Nintendo Switch. Of course, they got the Street Fighter 6 with both years, and like a lot of third parties, at least for now, they're looking at this like a serious platform release stuff on. We already got like Madden, we got like your 2Ks and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if we were to see stuff like Call of Duty or even a version of Grand Theft Auto 5 or Red Dead Redemption on here. So yeah, so I'm not really gonna play tonight, and like usually I would like grab some game footage, but it's gonna take a while to install everything, so I just wanted to like do the unboxing and have some opening thoughts. So anyway, hope you guys had a great holiday. Hope you guys have a great weekend. If you like more of this kind of stuff, I got a whole list of this stuff. It's called Screwface's Toy Shelf. And if you're into handheld stuff, take a look at the Triumi Smart UI Pro. If you're into retro games, that's different from this thing. It's geared toward retro games, so you can play Nintendo, Super Nintendo, even Dreamcast stuff. I have a whole video about it. It just popped up on your screen, so once you're done with this, you can check that out. And anyway, have a great weekend, and I'm Audi 51000G, kinfolk.